This is Dr. Paul Steinke from Active Life Foot and Ankle in Texas and South Lake, Texas. And today we're discussing a bunion correction with the Lapiplasty system. Now, a bunion is actually a bump that we see here, but it's caused by midfoot instability back here. So in order to make this deformity not return over time, what we'll be doing is correcting the deformity at its source, which is called the tarsometatarsal joint. So what we're going to see at the end here is that we've reduced the angulation between these two long bones to straighten the big toe, remove the bump, restore normal motion of the joint, and we're going to fixate that joint permanently with the Lapiplasty system to prevent recurrence. So this is the first tarsometatarsal joint. This is the source of the bunion deformity. Again, we're seeing a bump here, but that's because a normal bone has drifted over in this direction. We've exposed this joint, and what we'll be doing is we'll be removing a small portion of bone from either side of this joint to allow us to correct the angle and fixate the source so this patient doesn't have recurrence. So we've released the tightness and contractures in the soft tissue here. The next step is to remove those contractures that have occurred over time because of the deviation of the toe. So what we're doing here is we're entering the joint space, and I'm releasing those capsular structures that are preventing that toe from going straight. Just kind of doing a little sweep. There's a little bone in here that's kind of like your kneecap. It's called a sesamoid. They tend to get displaced and out of alignment. And by releasing these structures, we can move that joint back into place and that little bone back underneath the foot in its normal position. So what we have here is a cutting guide that actually allows us to displace the metatarsal slightly and then cut the appropriate size, shape of bone out of this space to correct the deformity. So this goes in this space. The next step is for us to correct the angle between the two bones with this positioner. This goes between us, with a little small incision here. Just tuck that under the skin there. And we're going to slowly reduce that. And at the same time, if we don't get enough correction, we'll add a little pin here to rotate that metatarsal as well. We'll see that in just a second. You can see how that toe straightened out as we did that. So what we can see here is that the metatarsal is now straight. It used to be deviated like this. Now this is a revision surgery. This patient had a more traditional bunion surgery in the past where they just knocked the bump off. Obviously we can see that failed. That's why we're not doing that anymore. But we've used our positioner to reduce the angle between the metatarsals. Now we're nice and straight. And we have our cutting guide, which we will pin in place momentarily. And this is going to get us a very thin piece of cartilage and bone off on both sides of this joint and allow for correction of that deformity. Once that is removed, we'll join those two bones together with plates and screws, and that will hold that fixation for a long time. So this stage, what we're gonna do is resect those thin areas of joint. This is a saw that oscillates or vibrates like this at a high rate of speed. Here's our fragments of bone, very thin piece of bone with the remaining cartilage now resected. So to help initiate healing across that joint, we're gonna use a small drill bit. This will make small holes in the joint. It'll also draw bone from deeper within inside the bone into the space to help create more even apposition of the joint space. We're gonna make about 15 or so holes on each side. And the next step is we're gonna bring these together with a special instrument. So you can see in this space here, I'll just use this instrument here, we can see there's a gap in that space. What I'll be doing is I'm gonna oppose those two surfaces together just to get them to touch with just subtle compression. And at the same time, I'm gonna make sure that that angle between those two bones has been reduced with this instrument. And we're gonna see that in the films here in a moment. So now we brought together these two bones. This is called the cuneiform and the metatarsal. We'll be putting plates here in a moment, and we'll be remodeling the side of the bone so there's not a bump here. Now we've subtly overcorrected her mainly because she's had a previous bunion procedure where they cut the bump off the side of her foot. Once we complete the fixation, we're gonna see that alignment look a little better and her toe being nice and straight. So we put the plate on here and we've temporarily tacked it in place. And we're gonna drill temporary holes here. This is gonna provide a pilot hole for the placement of our screws. And this just removes off that little guide. What? Stop. All right, so we're placing small screws into these plates. These screws actually lock into the plate. So once we're all done with 4 screws in each plate, it's like one solitary solid construct, much different than the plates and screws you may purchase at the hardware store. So we've completed our fixation. Now we have a straight first metatarsal. Our little sesamoid bones, which again are kind of like our kneecap, are back underneath. Remember again, this patient had a previous surgery, hence the appearance of the absence of the normal bump that's here. We have the plates. There's a dorsal or top of the foot and a side. And about 30% of the time, we're going to see this secondary screw that goes here because some patients have instability in the midfoot right here. So now that we fixated this, we'll be looking at the great toe joint. As long as it's straight, we're done. If we see a little angulation, sometimes we'll put an additional screw here to correct for that deformity. All right, we've completed the Lapiplasty 3D bunion correction. And you can see now that that big toe is straight. Remember that bone before was deviated, and we've angled that straighter now, much, much straighter. Small cosmetic closure, so this is going to be absorbable suture, so there's no suture removal here in a few weeks. She'll be in a boot for about 6 weeks, but she can put weight on it from day 1, every week increasing her activity. So about 4 weeks they're walking normally in a boot, and 6 weeks we're getting out of the boot. Full recovery to true impact exercise is about 3 months. And that's a Lapiplasty 3D bunion correction.